Are we recording? We are. I'm going to try to do this without it falling down. I am driving from grabbing some stuff, moving back out to the country. Yay! Just being there a few days is amazing how much decluttered, clutter-free my mind already is without all the electricity and the Wi-Fi and just the street lights. And I haven't seen a star in so long since I've been back living in more towards the suburbs of the city, and now I'm driving about 30 miles south of the suburbs, so 25 miles, and it just is very peaceful. It's an apartment I used to live in before. It's only a fourplex though, and the neighbors are a cemetery, and so I have been walking through that to cut into the woods, and I sit on a big tree stump and kind of meditate in the woods, and just give honor and thanks to the energy of our ancestors that are all laid out there. It's a really old cemetery, so most of the headstones are from like the 1800s. Just think how much wisdom is contained there, and just walking in that space is honoring to me the ancestors and their knowledge. They knew how to work a farm and how to work the land, and they're a little more in tune with the land in the 1800, 150 years ago. They didn't have constant signals around them. There weren't really no signals on the earth back then. We've come a long way in 150 years. Unfortunately, it is damaging to our DNA. We're taking the hit for all this technology. And I'm not saying I want technology to go away. Don't get me wrong. There has to be a better way, though. And we'll find it. We're working on it. So, I wanted to do a video on the awakening that's going on for people that are just starting to wake up. Okay, so what's going on? First of all, I'm not a political person. Okay, I'm really not. I'm not a Democrat or Republican or a independent. I don't do all that. I don't do politics because I felt that they've been corrupt for many years, so I just chose not to really participate in that game. And I am a hairdresser, so at work, I get to talk to people about all this kind of stuff, and it is amazing how many people are starting to realize what's going on. And I also tell every single one of them, let's just go with the easy stuff. We all know our water is poison. Okay, well, most of us know there's chemicals in our water that probably shouldn't be there. I know they have to clean it. I get that, folks. That's not what I'm saying. But there's other technologies out here that have been suppressed that will give us clean skies and clean water and a clean planet. And I think what we have to do is marry the past and the future and find a happy medium in there to where we can still have our technologies, but we can also have a clean planet. And 20 years ago, I wasn't concerned about the planet I was leaving for my grandchildren. I didn't have any, and I was a smart ass little 30-year-old, and I knew it all. Had the life by the balls. And I'll never know it all. I hope I never do. Every day is a learning experience, and that's fun. It's the fun of it, But let's get back to right now what's going on. And what brought this to my attention was I have some dear friends that I love and that I think are golden people and have good hearts, and are a little upset with what's going on in our part of the world right now, which is in America. Which is really where I'm just going to be speaking about. I don't watch mainstream media. That's my diffuser, diffusing my essential oils. I don't do politics or mainstream media or anything like that. So my news sources are from, alternative media sources, truth seekers, stuff like that. And I'm not going to go into the deep, huge rabbit hole. I'm just going to say that I feel like our president now, I do not feel like he's a political person because he's never been in politics. He's a businessman. But I do feel like he's helping sweep up the bad, the darkness that has been creeping into America for a long time. And right now, what I'm talking about, because right now it's what I guess is coming to the forefront, is all this, not just sexual harassment of women and, but I'm talking rape, molestation, and trafficking, human trafficking. I don't care if it's a boy or a girl, an old person, a middle-aged person, a young person, or a child. I do care very much if it's anybody, but more than anything, a child. No child deserves that. No child. And that it is going on right underneath all of our noses while we're too busy working to buy the next gadget. It's like I tell my clients when I talk about the earth and the food and the water and the skies. It is our responsibility. It is our fault. It is your fault if you're watching this, and my fault, because we knew and we did nothing. No one watching this video in America right now cannot say they don't know of GMOs. No one, especially if you know me. I live in St. Louis. We're home of Monsanto. Everybody knows what a GMO is. Fuck, the crops are labeled it, or our food is labeled non-GMO, whatever, organic. So, which when all the other countries don't want our food, hello, it's a green light, red light, someone wake the hell up. So, we're responsible, people. You and me, and anybody else who thought about this stuff happening and was like, when I used to tell my partner about it, I'd be like, and he's like, what are we going to do? We're not in politics. We're not the government. The government's stronger than us. Like, what are our little voices going to do? And, I used to be like, yeah, you're right. What can we do? Bullshit. We are powerful in numbers. When we start demanding clean water, clean food, clean skies, our children not to be harmed, to not have human trafficking going on, body parts being sold from the abortion clinics. Look, people, I'm not saying I'm for or against abortion. That is not the fucking point right now. The point is they sell body parts from there. That's not okay. When you start finding out there are parts of humans or human cells or whatever in your skincare and traces of it in your food, and when you're probably going, girl, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, maybe you don't. Maybe when you read and read and read and read, and you'll read it and you'll go, it's not real. They're making that. It's a made up story. That's not like CNN or anybody telling us it, so it's not right. It's not some prestige doctor. But then when you read the reports from the prestige doctors, there's still an excuse. The time for excuses has come and gone. We do not have time anymore for excuses. There is no time for excuses. It's not happening. There are no excuses tolerated right now. There is a cleansing going on this planet. A literal cleansing. It is happening whether you want to believe in it or not. And when our president is here in our town today, and I did say to someone at work, they said, oh yeah, the streets are closed down. I was like, I know, damn it. I want to go. And they're like, why? And I'm like, I love what Trump's doing. They're like, are you serious? Are you going because you want to bring a gun in? And I'm like, what, to protect him? They're like, no, to shoot him. And I'm like, oh my God, you just don't know what's going on. And the mainstream media are getting bits and pieces of it. Like, a lot of people are being fired, let go, resigning. It is whoop-ass time. And we are cleaning up this planet, people, especially right here in our part of the planet, in our country. We're cleaning up. It's being done. And you know, when you say, what can I do? Well, this is what you can do. You can make a video. You can tell a friend. You can drop a seed and hope it grows into a plant. But doing it forcefully, or, you know, because I'm like Italian, so I get real excited when I talk about something. I'm like, ah! And people take it like as I'm attacking them, and I'm so not. So when that conversation happened, and it was with someone I dearly love, he's a very good friend of mine, and he would never hurt a child, and he has no ill intentions. He's the most loving, kind person I know. And when you find out people that you put your trust and faith in to run this country, to be your voice, right? That's why we have elected officials. We hand our voice, our power, over to that person. They're the voice of the people, right? Whether it's a senator, congressman, a mayor, whatever in the political system, you hand them your voice. Well, no more. Your voice is just as important as anybody else's, but it's baby steps. And in the situation that I came across today, I absolutely am not going to argue with this person. I've been friends with them for 13 years. And it's not about arguing. Arguing is the last thing we need to do. More separation. More, it's my what I think is right versus what you think is right. No, that's not where we are. We have got to find compassion and empathy and harmony and understanding and come together as a people. And if some people are not ready to understand or accept the reality of what someone they believed in has done, look, there was a time that I believed at one point or another in people that were supposed to be the voice of us that let us down and did harmful things. And no one's perfect. Everybody has a skeleton in their closet. Everybody's had a negative thought, or you know, an ugly thought about another human being. We all have. We're human, and you always, you know, probably will for a long time. But it's past the point of the blame game, of pointing fingers. It's past the point of passing our voice over to someone else and letting them use it. It's just time to stand up for what you believe in, but not who you believe in. Do you understand what I'm saying? This isn't about who you believe in. This is about what you believe in. So if you believe that our children should not be trafficked and sold as sex slaves, or whatever they're doing, those are our children. Those are somebody's children. I don't care what country they're in. That is not okay. Then it is time for our voices to be heard. Poison water is not okay. Not for any place on this planet. We have an abundance of water. We should not be drinking water that is got so much shit in it. It registers ungodly amounts on a parts per million. And yes, I have a meter that I can measure my water with. And I do. I've done videos on it. So let's stop blaming each other. Let's stop picking a party. Let's stop all that shit. And let's take responsibility, stop being a victim, and use our voices to do what we can to help sweep this planet with positive change and get rid of anything negative, because we're doing it. With or without anybody else, we're doing it. So I hope that was a positive message. I only have 30 seconds left to close. I love videoing, making vlogs in the car. I don't know why, but I love you all. Keep your peace together. Keep your peace together. Bye. Have a great day.